Construction industry failures. I thought let's discuss about today about a topic which is very close to my heart, and I'm feeling pity and feeling sad about seeing a lot of construction clients, construction people who are working hard are failing, and they're going into liquidation, voluntary liquidation, liquidation because not able to pay the debt with the ETO, DPN's been issued, and so forth. Um, and and I thought, let me think about and prepare some sort of a preview on why why the construction industry is failing. And in our community, I'm proud to say in last few years, especially after post-COVID, there are many boutique builders who have entered the market, and they're doing really good. Is a question that needs to be answered. Are you guys, if you're a boutique builder, you entered into the industry post-COVID, you know that many big builders have failed. One of them is Porter Davis. Metricon was at the verge of failing, but it was rescued. And many small builders now, or construction industry, we have many of our community members who have joined into this um, perhaps they find opportunity to grow their portfolio, to create a wealth for themselves, and uh, to essentially um, look after the family, and want to create some sort of a security for themselves, and perhaps leave a legacy for their kids. Now, my question is very important. Um, if you're into a construction industry, you are a builder and developer, and you are running as a small business, like you're doing one development or two development, even up to 10 or 20 developments, subdivision and so forth. My question to everyone who's listening here is that why the advisors are letting construction clients fail. In 2005, I looked at the statistics. Construction made up of 21% of the corporate failures. And now in 2024, nearly approximately 29% of the construction failures within the corporate clients. So there is an increase of nearly 9%. So construction failures aren't just persistent, they are accelerating as we speak. Now, one of the problem I have here is that, and I'm reading through the notes which I prepared, is that when it comes to the pattern and the reasons and the cause of effect of the construction, this is not new to me. When I was working in the ATO as a ATO director, I've seen a lot of construction clients or taxpayers, and I've seen the books and so forth. And there are common reasons why the construction clients or taxpayers have failed. And even coming out of the ATO, I'm seeing the similar sort of patterns and cause effect. So, which, and some of them are, I probably want to list to you guys, are poor financial control. That's 35% of the cases. Strategic management failure, 45% of the cases. Cash flow problems is around 49 to 50% of the cases where the construction clients have failed or gone into administration. Trading losses, approximately 34 to 39%. Undercapitalization, of course, not being properly funded. There is no capital works, capital working capital by the founders and so forth. And these are the couple of causes which has resulted into the construction taxpayers or clients being failed. Now, especially the small operator problem, I see this is where it's happening about. Um, it's not only about minimization, the tax thing, and it's more about working through how's the pipeline of your building, or the pipeline of the workflow is going. Is your job profitable? You are taking on the new jobs and you're getting the deposits, but you need to look at the whole project, like different phases within your project of development. Have that profitability study, have that forecast to be done by the experienced technical advisor, a person who values the numbers and interpretation of the law and how it should work. Now, one of the things I probably have experienced is that there is a missed opportunity for real advisory value. Unfortunately, a lot of accountants nowadays, and especially the small builders, they don't have inside in-house experience of being a CFO, being critically analyzing their financial performance of the business. And most of the time, when they reach out to their ordinary accountants or suburban advisors, they just have that sort of a discussion about how's the business doing, or the developer will say, or the construction client will say, oh, it's very busy, it's been picking up, it's all good. But that's not the real discussion I really want to see and hear. What I want to hear is that, well, you know you're busy, but have you paused down? Have you looked at the profitability of your in progress pipeline, work in progress construction sites? Have the cost of labor, cost of raw material, other expenses have significantly increased? Do you have the buffer? Have you passed on that um, um, cost increase to the clients? Um, I really don't want um, that there is a conversation about, oh, we are using the new deposits actually to fund the existing projects, which means, technically speaking, well, you are trading in loss and you may be insolvent in the eyes of the Corporation Act. And we need to have a difficult conversation about the options before it gets worse, because in 6 months, they may be filing a liquidation, voluntary liquidation. I know it's uncomfortable, absolutely necessary, even so. So the warning signs, I think the warning signs which I probably want to list it is that the smaller the capital reserve, the higher the failure probability. The lower the profitability and the cash flow, the higher the failure probability. Higher the expenditure levels, higher the failure profitability. The larger the interest bearing debt, the higher the failure probability. So these are the warning signs I really want accountants, advisors who are listening to me, and also in addition to that, if the construction builders, my friends, family, professional network, especially the small businesses who are doing the small developments are listening, please keep a close eye on these warning signs. These observations could form the basis of simple risk management rule that every time you have a discussion with your, the construction client, you should be bringing with your clients on a regular basis. Uh, I really most don't want to. Instead, I hear conversation all the time, which I said, how's the business? Accountant says, builder, great, we are busier than ever. Accountant, that's fantastic. See you next year. This is a good advice. And I really don't want people to think about um, strategic tax planning with construction clients. To be honest, it should be a survival plan. It is survival plan for them to understand the profitability, because they have no experience in that. And the ostrich approach should not be there and should not be implemented by the construction clients. That's for sure. The reason I look at the ostrich approach is that you put your head in the sand and you basically think the problem will go away. That's not going to happen. So stop funding your existing projects on the basis of the deposits. Consider about the warning signs. Save this video for yourself. It will be really helpful. I really want your business to be highly profitable. In next, make a business plan, find out the opportunity cost. What are the framework for the success? That could be financial control system, strategic decision making, cash flow management, risk management, market adaptation. You need to discuss this all with your trusted tax advisor. And there is a lot of challenge. The challenge is, what is your actual gross margin on the current projects? How long you operate in these two biggest projects? Whether your material cost has been increased by 20%. There are many other things. Well, until next time, this is Sabi, your trusted tax advisor. See ya.